You know, I'm proud to say that I've never actually been this genuinely pissed off about technology, but that changes today, so let's get started. Hey everybody, it's been a long time since I've done a rant, but today I feel like it's justified because I have never been so pissed off at something involving tech. And as somebody who's a fan of tech, I like to see new tech, and I'm a huge advocate for it. I make videos about it, for God's sakes. I feel like it's also kind of important when I call out bad tech practices. And no, I'm not talking about Tarkov or anything like that. I'm talking about something that I really didn't see any videos about, but I experienced in its full idiocy today. And that is an app that I have to use to do my laundry at my apartment complex called Sudkick. So, yeah, we're gonna talk about that today, and just no script, just straight up rant style, Penguin Z0, just going for it. So let's dive in. So what is Sudkick? Well, Sudkick is an app that you download on your phone that allows you to do laundry. And my first question is, why the fuck do you need an app to do your laundry? When I've had other places that I've lived at, the way that you would do your laundry is kind of one of two options, sometimes three options. Basically, at least at the last place I lived at, you had app clips, which a lot of people forget exist, the Google version of that, as well as the ability to tap to pay with your phone or your credit card, and just a slot for your card to go in. And if all else fails, there was also a coin acceptor on that. You had all those options attached to one machine. It was great because if I forgot my wallet or whatever the case may be, which I never really did, but the point is that I had so many options to pay for my laundry at the previous place I lived at. Sorry, no script, remember? Either way, I had all those options at the place I used to live at. Now fast forward to here. Great place, I love where I live. It's enough for the time being until I move to a bigger space. But when it comes to doing my laundry, I have had better experiences at some of the worst laundromats in Hagerstown. When I first went to do my laundry here, there's a QR code on the top of the laundry machine, on top of the washer and the dryer. And there's little prices. And I'm like, okay, there's prices on there. I just scan the QR code. It takes me to some little pay link like you see with PayPal or Venmo. But it kept taking me to the app store to download an app. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess I have to use this app. And I read the instructions on the wall, and it's like, okay, let me download the app. I download the app, and it says, hey, you got to make an account. That's red flag number one. Why do I have to make an account for doing my laundry? Like, there's no other option on the machine. Like, you can't tap a card, you can't insert anything. You just literally have to pay with an app. So it makes you make an account. Why? Because, well, hey, one more thing with your information, that's just how the world is now. But then after you make the account, you can't just enter a card number, because I would happily put in my Apple Card and just make it a burner card and let it be what it is. You can't do that. You have to link a bank account. That is red flag number two. That is really sketchy to me. So I have to enter my bank account information to be able to add funds to this account. And just to go back to the first question I asked, why the f do I need to have an app to pay for my laundry? Why can't I just use my card in a slot? Or why can't I even just put coins in it? But anyway, gotta download the app, gotta make an account, gotta link my bank account to it. Cool, let's do that then. But so I do all that, and then I go to add funds. And whoever was in charge of setting this app up and making the add funds section must have worked for Ubisoft or 343 or somebody, because they took that coin points whatever system that you see in Halo Infinite or Diablo 4 or name any game where you can't just buy the amount of points you want to buy the thing you want. Just name any of those. This guy was probably involved with it when they made this Sudkicks app, because you can't just add the $3 to $5 it takes to run the washer and the dryer. You have to spend $10 to load that onto the app. You can't just put in exactly the amount you need. You have to put $10 in. So right off the bat, that's like a meal at Taco Bell that I have to put into this, that I don't use all at once. I just have to leave it sitting there as a fund, just sitting in the app for whenever I happen to need to do laundry. And now I'm $3.50 in the hole, which we'll talk more about that in a minute. Anyway, so you load the $10 into this stupid app via your direct bank account, which just still sketches me the hell out, and I'm even more sketched out now. You load that $10 in, and once you do that, you scan the QR code on the washing machine or the dryer with the app, and then it takes the funds that you would use and it puts them towards whatever you're gonna, use, the washer, the dryer. I don't know about you, but when I do my laundry, I usually use the washer and the dryer. Each of those is $1.50. Now, if you do the math, $1.50 plus $1.50 is $3. And I have to put 10 in. Now, that means that I can do 3, 6, 9. So I can do 3 total washes, washer and dryer. 3 of them. And that leaves $1 behind. Which means that I can't use either the washer or the dryer with that $1 left behind. Can't use it. I have to then load another $10 in, which gives me $11, which then still doesn't come out to exactly what I need. It gives me $2 then after I do the 3. And it's a racket. It is the most ridiculous thing because you always have money sitting behind in the app. That didn't piss me off, it just sketched me out and still made me question why this app exists and why they have it set up this way. But here we are, $10 minimum to put into this, and then it doesn't even add up to the correct amount no matter what you do, so there's always a little bit of money sitting in the account. So that's stupid. Then today happened. So today I was going to wash my bed sheets. Pretty standard thing, and I went downstairs to put my bed sheets in the washing machine. Now, this app is slow as all hell. So my normal process for doing this is I open the app and I scan the QR code, and while that QR code is just taking forever to load, and sometimes it takes forever just to open the app. So in this case, I open the app and it's taking forever to load. So I put it down, I put all the laundry into the laundry machine, and I put the detergent in while the app is still loading. So I'm waiting for the app to load, and it finally loads up and it says, your session has expired, which has never happened before. It's never expired the session and kicked me the whole way back out to log in. It's always just left me in the app. So it kicks me all the way out to the login. I go to log in, wrong password. I've never had to use the password multiple times on this thing. I've had to use it twice. So unfortunately, I forgot the password. And I'm one of those people where I try to make sure that each of my passwords is different for security. And so now I don't remember the password. But what I rely on most times is the Apple keychain. I rely on that to keep my passwords so I can pull them up later. But there are some apps where it doesn't prompt you for that because you have to go through some ass backwards link instead of just doing it in the app, which then tells your phone to prompt you to save the password. It didn't give me that option when I set it up, so I don't have the password saved. That sucks, but forgetting the password's kind of on me. I should have had it written down if I knew that this app was that capital R gamer word. So whatever, that's fine. That's why forget password starts, or why forget password is there, right? Right? So I hit forget password. Pretty standard stuff. Enter your email. Here's a caption. Enter that caption. We'll send you an email. That was at 5 o'clock today. It is currently 9:45 when I'm recording this video on the same day. I have not received any of the 4 password reset request emails that I have sent in over the last several hours. I just haven't. And I have $3.50 sitting in that app that I can't access right now. And I have an app sitting that has my bank information that I can't access anymore. So, why not call technical support? Why don't we do that? You call technical support, which you have to jump through hoops to get to anyway, because in order to get the technical support number through the Sidekick app, you have to be logged in. You have to be logged in to get help logging in to the app. It's so stupid. But fortunately, there is a website that isn't very helpful, but it gives you the phone number. And If I had been a little calmer, there was a phone number on the wall down in the laundromat. That's my fault. There was a number on the wall that I called, and it took me to a phone tree that took me nowhere. When I finally got to a person, I was told, oh, well, just wait. You'll get that email. Okay, I'll wait. Is there any way that maybe you could help me reset it over the phone? No? Okay. So you can't help me reset it over the phone due to security issues, whatever. I'd be more than happy to validate that I am who I am by providing you whatever info, but you can't reset it over the phone, so that's fine, whatever. I'll wait for the email. It's only 9:45 and I requested it 4 times over the course of 5 o'clock till now, but fine, whatever. I'm ranting about this because there are so many things that went wrong that when it comes to technology, piss me off to begin with, or just irritate me. I don't want to say piss off, because some of these things irritate me. Like when you do a forgot password request or anything that sends an email to your email address, if the email hasn't arrived by the time I open my email client, I am already questioning the validity and professionalism of the service that I'm using that can't get an email sent out through an automated system quickly enough that it's there when I'm waiting for it. That is already something that I think is extremely unprofessional. But the longer it doesn't send me that email, the more I think that this is an incompetent company who doesn't know how to manage their own technological backend and is not worth my time. And if it's been this many hours, if it's been almost 5 hours since I put in a request and I still haven't received even the first email, that tells me that you have no fucking clue what you are doing and your automated email backend is worthless. But the second thing is that if you're going to force people to use an app for any service, it should be goddamn bulletproof. I should be able to log in whenever I need to, or I should be able to tell it to remember me, which I did. It has a remember me button, but that didn't do anything when it kicked me out, so that's cool. It should be able to have me log in whenever I need to or select remember me. It should also be able to function without needing my bank account information. And on top of that, you shouldn't be endorsing or indulging in these scummy practices of charging an odd number of dollars and making the minimum deposit amount an even number. You shouldn't be doing that. If I have to put $10 in, then it should be $1 per machine. So that way, when I'm done, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I'm not good at math, but I think that if I can do 5 washes and then refill it, even if I have to do a minimum of 10, but it's $1 a piece, I can do 5 washes, dryer and washer together in one, and it fully drains the actual account. Then I refill it. I should be able to do that. But the last thing, the thing that just makes me refuse to use this service ever again, I'm gonna drive to a laundromat. I don't care what it costs in gas. I am driving to a laundromat, or I am driving back to my parents' house to do my laundry from here on out. I am never using Sudkick again, because the biggest problem I have with all of this is the fact that just to do my laundry, I need to download an app, create an account in the app, and put my bank account information on it. Why? Technology is a beautiful thing. I love it. I love technology. Obviously, that's what this whole channel is about. I love technology. But why in the ever-loving do you apply a piece of technology that is the only way of interacting with something to a laundry machine? Why? If I want to do my laundry and dry it, I should have the option to tap to pay. I should have the option to use app clips. I should have the option to use my card. And if all else fails, because internet doesn't always work, if all else fails, I should be able to take a little bag of quarters, go downstairs and put 6 quarters into the machine and run it. There is so much that technology can be used for in a good way, but nickel and diming customers for the most egregious prices, and I'm saying egregious because $1.50 isn't bad, but when you have to put $10 in right up front and hope you use all of it, that is egregious to me. Oh, and also make sure that when you do the dryer, don't accidentally hit the 75-cent extra 10-minute button, because I did that one time and now my account is stuck at an odd number, so it will never line up to a perfect empty account when I use it, which doesn't matter anyway because I can't get into my account and I have $3.50 in there. So, you know, just chalk it up to a $3.50 lesson learned. I'm never using Sidekick again. I am never, ever, if I have to use a laundromat and it requires me to download an app and put my bank information on that and all that stuff, if it requires me to do that again, I'm literally not moving to the apartment complex if it requires that. The next place I'm moving to sometime later this year, that has hookups for a laundry machine. I'm buying my own laundry machine and I'm just doing my laundry in my own apartment because it's not going to nickel and dime me for every purchase. It was already a rant, but I'm going off the rails now. End of the story. Fuck you, Sidekick. The apartment complex I'm at is great, but the fact that they're using that in their laundry room is just so ridiculous. And I'm sure they did it because the salesperson who sold the services did a really good job and convinced them it was a great way of doing it. But like, you shouldn't have to do all of this just to do your fucking laundry. It's the dumbest shit I have ever seen, and I refuse. I refuse to use it. I'm never using this again. I would rather spend the money on gas to drive to the closest laundromat and run it there and then drive my shit back and fold it here. I'm gonna do that instead. Or take it to my parents' house and do it that way, because it's just so stupid. So if you live in a place that uses Sidekick and you've had a good experience or a bad experience, let me know. I'm gonna try calling their customer service again tomorrow and just tell them to axe my account. If they can, refund my account or refund what's in my account. If they can even do that, considering they can't even reset my password for me because apparently it's a security problem, I don't fucking care anymore. That's all. I just wanted to rant about this because it pissed me off, and I have never been this genuinely furious at a piece of technology because it has done everything wrong. It put technology on something that didn't need it. It has a service that, in my opinion, is absolutely worthless, and it indulges in practices that I have not seen outside of the gaming industry and gotcha apps. For laundry! Sidekick, fuck off. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm done. I'm done ranting. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, I don't know why, but thanks for liking the video. Put a like on it. I don't normally rant like this, but if you want to see videos that maybe aren't ranty, but, you know, still talk about tech, subscribe and all that shit. I'm going to go finally fold my fucking laundry now that it's done, and I got another video to work on because I had to spend 3 hours at my parents' house doing my laundry there, which is also a 20-minute drive from my house. I'm going to go do that, down like a bottle of Tylenol with some booze, and edit my video for my other channel. Thanks for watching, and yeah, bye. Fuck Sidekick.